So what happens when you FOIA a FOIA? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, Wolverines. If you don't know who I am, I will tell you in a second. But first, we must thank 1776 Supply Co. for sponsoring this video. 1776 Supply Co. is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to complete your build, whether that's a P80 build or a 3D print build. They have parts and accessories that you need to finish your build. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist that keeps an eye on the ATF and FBI. If you can do me a big favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps get my message out to more people, and I think that's very important in this day and age. Today, we're going to be talking about what happens when you FOIA a FOIA. If you're not aware of what a FOIA request is, prepare to be schooled. A FOIA is a Freedom of Information Act request. The Freedom of Information Act says if something is not a threat to national security, it should be public knowledge and you can request those documents. With that said, have you ever wondered what the anti-gunners have FOIA'd? Well, GOA did, so did Amelin, and so did myself. So we teamed up. GOA FOIA'd the FOIAs, Amelin and I analyzed them. And this is what we found out. The anti-gunners, such as Brady, Everytown, Giffords, and the Trace, FOIA'd information about gun dealers within 50 miles of major cities such as Baltimore, Chicago, LA, Philadelphia, and really high crime cities. What they are looking for is a place to place the blame. What they're going to say is gun crime is high in these cities with really stringent gun laws because they are coming from other places. Like for Chicago, for example, they're going to say gun crime is high in Chicago because of the lax gun laws in Indiana. So they're trying to shift the blame away from the failed policies of anti-gun politicians to Indiana and other states like that, even though gun crime isn't high in any of those places, but logic escapes anti-gunners. That's not the only FFLs that these anti-gunners are looking at. They also are tracking down FFLs that had trace requests. I called up a bunch of the FFLs they requested records for, and all of them had some type of trace request in the past, which you can use logic and determine that there was a gun purchased from that place that ended up at a crime scene or busted a felon with one of the guns from one of the places that they are requesting information about. I was able to find some cases in the news and tie them to some of the FOIA requests that they have done. So what they want from these gun shops is how many times they were inspected by industry operations investigator, what the IOIs found in terms of violations, and if any of these FFLs have been recommended for revocation of their FFL. You got to remember that the revocations of FFLs are up 500% over the last year, which is just insane. A lot of these revocations have been pushed by anti-gunners, and I will give you an example. Jimenez Arms has been sued by a bunch of anti-gun cities, so much so they couldn't stay in business, so they dissolved the LLC and reformed as JA Industries. The antis, such as Brady, pushed the ATF to revoke JA Industries FFL, which they eventually did. I found the evidence in the FOIA request that the anti-gunners was looking at Jimenez Arms and JA Industries. They FOIA'd those specific companies. That's not the only thing that was in these FOIAs. For example, Binary Triggers was FOIA'd by anti-gun groups. They even named Franklin Armory specifically. Another interesting thing is that these anti-gun groups FOIA'd pro-gun groups such as the American Suppressor Association's FOIAs to the ATF. So basically, our FOIA request was a FOIA request of a FOIA request, which is some Inception level BS. But it is definitely interesting. The article is going to drop on AMLand, and the whole entire FOIA will be linked there. So you will be able to go through the FOIAs yourself and look for different things. Maybe your favorite gun stores on there. There's a lot of Cabela's on there and a lot of Bass Pro Shops. So you never know. You might be able to find your local gun store on there. So go ahead and check it out when it drops on AMLN.com. I want to thank GOA, AMLN.com, and especially 1776 Supply Co. for making this video possible. And there's a special thank you. And that thank you is to all of you. Thank you for getting my voice out there. I know I'm kind of awkward and everything else, but it warms my heart that there's so many people out there that back me up and listen to what I say. With that said, I love you very much, and I really, really do. But thank you so much for watching. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free. Keep in the fight. I am out of here, Wolverines, motherfucker.